First thing to remember is it's the weight of the hammer that does the cutting. You need your hand about 3 inches away from the head of the hammer. The idea is that the wrist can move as freely as possible. Ensure your elbow is at an angle of about 90 degrees. It's not the movement of the elbow or the shoulder that does the cutting, it's just allowing the hammer to move up and down with your wrist. Hold the marble between your thumb and your forefinger. The two blades must be parallel and perpendicular to each other. Using the movement of the wrist, lift the hammer up, just allow it to drop down onto the marble. And it really is just the movement of the wrist which does the cutting. Although we say cutting, what you're actually doing is send a fracture from the top to the bottom of the marble. Don't allow the blades to touch if you can help it. That's where they start to blunt. You notice between the cuts I rest the edge of the blade of the hammer onto the block itself. This is due to the weight of the hammer. If you're cutting for 3 or 4 hours, your wrist is going to get very tired if you keep trying to hold it up in the air. Using the block on the floor is a good illustration of how you're not using your elbow or shoulder to do the cutting. As you can see, I'm resting my forearm on my thigh, and it is just the wrist that is doing the cutting of the marble. This mosaic has been made entirely with tesserae cut to 5mm from marble rods. This demonstrates how with practice you can achieve good regular sized pieces, even down to this size.